The last 2 weeks, I bought so many Blu-ray players. Every time there was a Blu-ray player in a thrift store or something, I bought it. So I bought a bunch of them in the past 2 weeks, and I never filmed it. Never filmed any of them. I just thought that this was going to be all about, collecting DVDs and Blu-rays and 4Ks if we can get our hands on it, and VHS. But I think now, you know, we could, while we have a little downtime and there's no more DVDs to pick up for the next week or so, maybe now we could throw in a bunch of the Blu-ray players we bought. And there's a 4K player that I bought because I said that in past videos I was looking for a 4K player, and I was new to the 4K world. And I've been doing a lot of research, looking around on the internet, stuff like that, and I'm looking at YouTube too, and I'm seeing a lot of guys making videos on 4Ks, and they're always listing the same cliche three, which is the Sony, the Panasonic, and then some expensive model right after that that's in the $1,000 range. And nobody's making a more friendly budget video than that. So I noticed that there's a Panasonic way cheaper than that nobody's really talking about. Oh, there's a few people with videos, but nobody's really comparing them in a lineup. And that is the Panasonic 154. They make a Panasonic 150 and a 154, and those are the bottom of the line 4K players. And so I'm going to show you what I bought on eBay for $80, and it's from this year, 2024. And the reason I got it so cheap is because it's got dents in the top of it. Somebody, I guess it was in a look like a domestic dispute. But anyway, I got it from eBay and it works. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. For $80, I got a 4K player. All right, let's put you on hold for a minute. All right, so we got two more than this. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we got two more, and they're all Blu-ray players. They're all capable of playing Blu-ray and DVDs.
That's a 4K player, though.
And that's a 4K. And yeah. So yeah, I didn't even clean this up. This is $7. I paid $7 for this.
That was a more recent find.
And this is a 2010 Sony Blu-ray player, and it's really dirty, really dirty. You can tell it was in somebody's, mess.
Model S270.
Yeah, S270. I know basically what they all are because I've been picking these things up for so long. This S270 is a 2010s model, and it's hook it to the internet deal. So it doesn't really have
basic.
You can hook it to the internet, but you can't really you can't streaming service surf with it.
I mean, it's got a component in the back.
Yeah, I like that. I usually look for that because I always want to be able to hook up one day to a box television, an analog TV, and we got this cool one here.
Yeah.
Which was a Samsung. It's all digital touch, push button. You basically touch, and it's finger sensitive like your cell phone is. You touch screen on your cell phone. So
also a component now.
Yeah, I can't remember what year this is, but what model is this?
That it's a Samsung model code BD D5500.
Yeah.
I think it says IZA or ZA or something like that.
Yeah, it's probably a $200 3D Blu-ray player if they were to sell it now.
Remember, the 3D televisions didn't last too long. I think they stopped making them late 2010s.
Well, maybe, yeah. So, we'll get into one of those at a later time. But we can hook this up to just about anything, and we've tested this one. We've tested all of these. Testing them in the store before you buy them is a little difficult. If you have a plug, you're halfway there. I mean, if you have a 110 or a 124 volt plug, you're halfway there. I mean, you would want to plug it in and then put a disc in and then see if you can get, well, this one's not going to show you, but get to the counter. And if the counter starts counting down like it's playing the disc, you're halfway there. The only step after that is to plug an HDMI or a coax in and see if you're getting an output of video. In this case, all of these have done that. This one I had to get lucky, and hope that it worked and listen to it with my ear to see if it was, turning the disc.
It's a modern day basic Philips.
Yeah, right. So this one they still sell at Walmart. I think it's selling it for $80 or $100, something like that. and it's only a Blu-ray player, and it's only got an HDMI out. It's very basic and simple. But I picked this up for $10, and I cleaned this one, right?
Yeah.
I cleaned this one too, and this one was $10 as well, and this one was $7, and then this one was eBay purchase right here, the 4K player, and it's got this big nasty dent in the top, like I said before, like it's in some kind of domestic altercation.
Ace Ventura delivery.
Yeah, or an Ace Ventura delivered, somebody kicking it down the stairs. But
February of 2024.
yeah, Feb of 2024.
It's not that old.
No, it's not, and it got it on eBay, and it got a nice receipt with it, and yeah, it's bent up pretty bad. But guess what? Cleaned it up, put it in, works perfect. So I get all the 4K capabilities of anybody else, just about, besides something called, darn it, Vista keeps coming up in my brain. But
Or was it HDR capable? This thing has HDR capability.
Yeah, I know, but it's. I watched 4Ks on it already. No,
Not internet capable.
no, it's not. It's not internet capable. By the way, it's basic. By the way, there's no, and I like that. I don't want anything.
It'll
that's,
take video files from a USB. That's it.
Yeah, but I don't need anything that connects to the internet, and I like the fact that this thing is dumb and they're not smart, because we already have things that are too smart. And why do I need a TV that connects to the internet and a damn Blu-ray or 4K player plus whatever else? I don't need all that. So, yeah, so I don't need anything to do streaming services. That's what that, the other ones, the newer ones and all that do. Anyway, they still sell that for $200.
Does it upscale DVDs?
Yes, it does. Just like everything else here. At least to 1080. I can't say any of these upscale anything to 4K. I don't even know what that's supposed to look like.
I think our TV does it.
A DVD to 4K doesn't really compute with me. I don't know how you can manipulate it that good to bring it up to 4K speed. Then why would you need a 4K disc?
Right.
If you could upscale a DVD that high. So everybody talking about that, I think kind of, puts on the exaggeration rule. So does it upscale a DVD to a prettier picture? Absolutely. This one plays the DVD. If it's in full screen, it puts it out as is, full screen. These other ones tend to take the DVD and widen it out for you to fit your screen on your TV.
Making it a pseudo widescreen.
Yeah, kind of. But the problem with that is sometimes pictures can be zoomed in too much. And then I don't know if these are by default settings or we can go in and change them or whatnot. But
what about the other one right there?
Yeah, there's two that are not in the picture, and this is all in the last 2 weeks, So, there's one over here. Let's see. Yeah, so it's kind of dark over here, but we got another one here that we use. I didn't feel like unhooking this and throwing it in a mix to show you. But yeah, I need to clean it up too.
BX37.
That one works fine. It does everything I need it to do, and it even makes the DVDs look good. It's not 4K. It's just Blu-ray. But I guess my point of the video is that you don't just have, you can pick up more than just disc. You can pick up players, because what good is the disc if you don't have any means to play them? So if I own this many, and we're encroaching on 4,000 titles. If I'm owning 4,000 plus, actually I can say plus titles right now, and it's growing fast. I know I had a conversation with somebody in a message on just, messaging back and forth, that they have a lot more, they have like 8,000 plus. And I had 2,000 at the time. I'm up to 4,000 plus when I counted. So we have a lot of titles, and so we need these players. And I don't want to be calling someone or looking for them and paying a fortune in the future. I can just dig one of these out of a box that's been in the attic or been in the basement or been in a crawl space somewhere, and just dig them out and say, okay, let's go. We got another one, we can keep watching disc or whatever. And that's the point of doing what I'm doing. So yeah, we got to have the means to play them. So anyway, let's get back over here. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to show you was, what do you clean these things with? I don't know. People clean them with all kind of stuff. I know the people who sold this didn't want to take the time to take this cover off
and try to undent it
and hammer these dents out, but you can. And I realize maybe at least this one, right? This one that's not meeting up with the cover. All right, caved in that far. I know it works, and they were honest, and they sold it straight up. But there is a way to get all this shit out. I mean, stuff out. Beat it out. You can be careful when you do it, but that's not what I wanted to show you today. I wanted to show you that. Look how nasty this thing is. People use different things: alcohol, Windex, all kinds of stuff. Windex is probably pretty good. Glass cleaner, but I use Pledge. That's what I use to clean these with. And I do it right over the dirt. And I wipe it off, and then I might put a second coat of Pledge on it for it to hold it. And that's what this was cleaned with when I first got it 2 weeks ago, or a week and a half ago. And I should have took the sticker off, but...
Pledged right over the sticker.
Yeah, but Pledge cleans these up pretty good. This was pledged, and you can see it's trying to resist dust. This one was pledged. This one was not. I just got this one yesterday. So, just put some Pledge on it. And obviously, I wouldn't cake it up inside the controls, but, then we can take this sticker off later. But yeah, Pledge is look at that dirt. Yeah, go figure.
Yeah, that's clean.
Yeah, I'd have to get inside these little cracks too. Hey, look, Pledge took the sticker right off. Oh, that's because it was wet. Whoa, this thing is filthy, man.
Front's starting to shine up.
Yeah, right. Got a long way to go with this thing. But yeah, I guess it is. Compared to what it looked like. It looked like somebody had this thing in the mud. Anyway, Pledge works really good, and so far I haven't had to do anything funny with the controls. I haven't had cause any problems with the control pad or panels or in the back with getting inside of here or anything, shorting out. I haven't had Pledge cause me any problems like that, so that's good. Of course, I'm not spraying it directly in those ports, and I wouldn't either. I wouldn't advise anybody else to. Well, I want people to know that we just use Pledge,
Oh, yeah.
No camera tricks. How's that going?
That's shining almost even. I mean, I know I'll probably let it dry. You'll see some residual or some smears.
All right, good. It's shining